shit. It's 1,000. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. Shit, you coming? Spin the check and get it right back.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? This your boy Easy TV bringing y'all another Division video. Today, I have a build that I call the Lucifer's Turret. Now, I know a lot of it sounds crazy, but I call it the Lucifer's Turret. It's a crazy turret build. I'm gonna get straight into the build, man. All right, so as you can see, we're running all skill power. It's a Firecrest build. Urban MDR is the primary. LVOA is the secondary. I'm just gonna show you guys what I have on my gun. Urban MDR, hitting for 15k, 23% enemy armor damage. Fierce Deadly Competent. I'm not able to use any of this because I don't have the stamina or the firearms for it. This is not a stamina and firearms build. This is just putting as much electronics into a skill power build. I think running a fire turret should be ran this way because, you know, the more skill power you have, the more damage you actually do with a turret or shock turret or the gun turret or whatever you want to call it. All right, so I have Competent, Unforgiven, and Distracted on my Urban MDR. Magazine size with critical hit critical hit damage, large optic scope, critical hit damage, muzzle, critical hit damage, and large underbarrel critical hit damage. LVOA hit for 15k. Fierce Deadly Competent, and it has magazine size, reload speed, rate of fire, critical hit damage, stability, critical hit chance for the scope. The muzzle has 19% critical hit damage, 3% critical hit chance, and stability. And the underbarrel also has critical hit damage, accuracy, and reload speed. All right. Now, I advise you, if you're going to run a build like this, any type of good build with the Bear's chest piece that's electronics is really kind of good. You can't really fail with it. So I have a Bear's chest piece, roll for electronics, has health skill haste. I would want that minor attribute to be ammo capacity. I'm running 2 electronic mods with skill power, and then my mask is a Firecrest, roll for electronics. Now, the only thing I don't like about this build that I have right now, I'm stupid. I deleted a lot of Firecrest stuff that I had. I had this build before, but it was way higher. And the pieces that I needed to make a video to come back with, since the new classified pieces came out, I deleted. So what you would want on this mask is skill power. Firecrest mask with skill power. And it's roll for electronics. So you will want skill power instead of exotic damage resilience. And it also has an electronic mod with skill power on it. The knee pads, I'm only running the knee pads because I don't have a 4th piece for Firecrest that I want. It has 13,339 skill power, also roll for electronics. And it has electronic skill power mod. Everything you see with the knee pads, book bag, and holster, you're going to need turret damage. The max is 4%. I think I have 2 with like 3.50. So you can just add the numbers to that, and you'll probably be hitting harder with your build if you critique it right, besides what I'm doing. All right. So then the backpack is an inventive backpack. I advise everybody to run this backpack. It says increase skill power by 15% while at full health. So when you drop a turret, you're always almost at full health unless you just jump in straight into battle and be an idiot and get shot up. It's got 1502 electronics on it. Skill power, almost 13,000. Burn resistance. And the mods also I have on here is electronic mods with skill power and 2 turret damage mods for 3.50%. Like I said, you can get 4%, which I think is the max. A Firecrest glove, of course, roll for electronics, assault rifle damage, skill haste, and critical hit damage. I think these are god roll to me because I run an assault rifle, which is the Urban MDR. I get more skill haste and I get critical hit damage. So these are good as well. And then the holster, you can either run health if you want more health, or skill haste. I like the skill haste because I like to get my turret and my box back faster. But 1266 firearms, 1238, and 1260. I also have a turret damage mod on this one as well. A lot of people show builds. I've seen a lot of builds on YouTube where they're actually showing the build in Last Stand. I don't like the fact that people do that. Show the build how it looks out in the real world, so when you get to Last Stand, you know the numbers are heightened. I like to show my viewers and my subscribers raw numbers on how the build looks before you pop any skills, before you go into Last Stand. That's how they get a lot of people. Now, I don't like it. I think it's misleading, but it is what it is. All right. Now, my abilities that I'm running, of course, the reason why I call this the Lucifer's turret, I think it's at like 20,000. 19 and some change or something like that. But when I go into Last Stand and heighten, like I said, if you get the mask with the skill power, it also jumps up. And if you get 2 more mods, that's all, you know, 4%, all 4% turret damage mod, it also goes up. So I'm hitting for 19,319, which is high as hell. I just used this build in the Last Stand, and I mean, I was getting double and triple kills, like back to back to back to back to back. Also, just make sure that you run this build correctly. If you do not put on turret damage mods, you will not be able to run high turret damage anyways. So you need turret damage mods. And then, you know, your secondary can be whatever it is. I use immune because 9 times out of 10, you're going to run into somebody else with a flame turret and you don't want to have that burn effect on you. All right. So the talents that I use for this build, I use critical save. I use triage. Triage is good. You get your cools down. If you hit an ally, you get your cooldown by back 15%. And then these are where these two play in for me that I like. All right. Wildfire. Applying burn to any target triggers a 30% chance per each target. So when you have this on and you burn somebody, you have a 30% chance of burning the next motherfucker that's next to him. 9 times out of 10 with a build like this, skill power like this, you're gonna get that burn. All right. And then death by proxy, destroy a hostile's deploy skill to increase skill power by 20% for 30 seconds. Now, for everybody that does play Last Stand, there's a million people running around with flame turret mods that don't even have high skill power, and you can just shoot them and blow them up. That's what you can do with this build. You put down a box. If you see your flame turret going against another flame turret and nobody's around or whatever, it's only one person running around, you can shoot that flame turret and your skill power jumps up 20%, which makes also your flame turret even more stronger. Okay. So that's what I run for that. And I think that's really about it. Let me go to my character and just look at my skill haste. This is not a DPS or stamina build. I don't think my skill haste is that high, but my skill power is at 400k. My skill haste is 23%. All right. Other than that, if you like this build, I don't have any gameplay right now. For some reason, my Elgato is not picking up the gameplay how I wanted to. It's like crackling and messing up. But if you guys enjoy this build, please leave a like button, hit that sub button, leave a comment, and I'm out.